Way. I couldn't even finish the wepa. Way. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Viva Los Bills. I'm Buffalo Will. Got my cousin Vinny there. What's up?
Man, what's up, man? I'm a little upset, but you know what? Down to that, man. The hell with the bag. We gonna be out here proud. I don't care.
It was good. That was good. I needed a laugh. That was some funny stuff. Uh, Welcome everybody to an episode of Viva Los Bills. Buffalo Will, cousin Bag, Vinny.
Man.
You
Rough week, brother. Rough week.
in your air there. Yeah, tough week. Man, I couldn't even focus. I think this might be your boy Angel. I'm not sure. I got
That Angel, who's that?
It might be, especially with you putting your bag on there. No, it's Antoinette.
What's up, Antoinette? How you doing? Your boyfriend's a big time Buffalo Bills fan.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. I think she's a Jets fan though. But hey, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for checking in. You got to see Vinny in a special mask.
Oh my goodness.
Before we even talk about the game, dude, I'm gonna go just have a drink. I want to crack one open. It's been tough to focus. Couldn't even really drag stuff up.
At this point, I don't care. I don't care what you drink. I know the fans don't care what I'm drinking. I'm just drinking the drink.
What you drinking?
I got choice medalla.
Are you white?
Or another funky Buddha. I've been drowning my sorrows with these funky.
Are you a white boy? How'd you say that?
A funky Buddha.
Medalla? No, you said medalla.
Medalla. Is that what I said? Medalla? Wow, that's horrible, bro.
That's
horrible.
What's going on here, bro? No, I can't.
It's all good, man.
So for me, I thought because the way stuff is going, watch my French. I got this beer called Haze Fix IPA Sly Fox. Damn it,
nice. Good.
The Bills are playing in a haze, or our coaching staff is in a haze. So let's get that crap fixed. Hopefully, the Sly Fox Brewing Company brews up a good beer. To all the Bills fans, salute. Too bad this doesn't taste as good after a win.
It doesn't taste as good today.
It's actually not bad.
This one
hazy.
It tastes good when we win this one. When we win with this one, tastes good. But right now, it's real bitter. I'm not liking it.
This is actually pretty tasty. It's nice and cold right now. That's what I like, and it's helping with the sorrow a little. I can't even see it. Actually, this beer, excuse me, I like it. I'd give it maybe a 3.7. I can't see any of the stuff because I'm a blind old man. It's 5.5% alcohol. And what's this say? Soft, pillowy wheat and oats swirl, while lush fruit hops twirl throughout this hazy thing of beauty. Okay, yeah, I gotta get my eyes checked.
Yeah, for sure. Mine's a regular old funky Buddha. I've been drinking it 2-3 weeks in the past 4 weeks. Every time we lose, I kind of drink. It was like my sorrow drink. I'm not gonna come out here with nothing good till we win. Which hopefully win this week. We play the Panthers this week. At this point, from here on out, it's must win if we're gonna make playoffs, man. It's a must win every single game now. And hopefully, if we win out, we'll be 5-1 in the division, and it'll be a tiebreaker with New England. So we'll see if we could win the AFC East again. But enough of that. We got to take one game at a time, man. Getting right into it, man. What'd you think about this last game?
I'm gonna start on a high note. My picks.
Okay. I
And
see
then
you.
on
You're
a high note,
circumventing the whole game. You're going around. I'm with you.
on a high note, I went 11-3 on the straight and 11-3 against the spread. So I was looking pretty good. That was good. That was good. Sad to say, I called the Bills game right, like I said it was going to be. Pretty much happened, except for, excuse me, Tom Brady only threw 2 touchdowns. I said he was going to throw for 4. And I
Yeah.
said Leonard Fournette would run for 1. He ran for 1. Excuse me, and Tom Brady ran for another one. So, listen, the first time I think they said in 30 years or something that a halfback did not touch the ball in the first half. When I saw, where is this? I got it. Let me look it up here. When I heard the roster, because I didn't get to start watching the game off the bat, I was at work. So on my way home, I'm driving and listening to the game. They started extra wide receivers. So there you go. Emmanuel Sanders, Stevenson, Beasley, Davis, Diggs, Kumaro, and McKenzie. So once I heard they were running extra wide receivers,
You
I
knew
was like,
already.
oh boy, we're not running. But even though they have Matt Breida, Tywan Jones, Devin Singletary, and Gillian, and I don't know what's up with Zach Moss. Maybe he's in somebody's doghouse or something, but he's the one who seems to sit more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Makes no sense because he's supposed to be our hardest running guy. Uh,
Is Antonio Williams still on the practice squad?
for all I know, he is. I'd have to check to see the Bills practice squad, but it doesn't matter. Why are they going to bring him up? They're not going to run him. I'm surprised nobody's plucked him off our practice squad. But again, this is more of a passing league than a running league. It's
Well,
just,
apparently not against the Bills.
well, that's true. If you have a good running back, you run against the Bills. And that's the problem. Most of the teams that are somewhat playoff bound have good running backs. Unless you want to say maybe the Chiefs, but Williams and Hilaire over there, they could get it together and put in a good game. Like, dude, man, 54 passes for Josh. He carried the ball 12 times. He had 109 yards, long of a 23. Singletary and Breda were the only backs to carry the ball 7 times.
They ain't gonna
7
get
times.
done like that, man.
Second half, they give it to Singletary. He breaks one for 29 yards. Then he disappeared again.
That's it.
It's like, dude, I don't know. Like, listen, I say Brian Dable, but I can't really blame Brian Dable much anymore. It's like he's a clown, and McDermott is the ringleader there, and he's letting the clowns do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You have to agree off on this. You're telling me you're not going to run the ball, man? It's just so frustrating watching this. So I understand their defense supposedly was a little more suspect to the pass. So, okay, you're going to stack up and not run. Everybody knows you can't really run the ball or you don't run the ball. And what does everybody do against us? Just like I said, they're going to blitz 5. They're going to send 5 most of the game. And that's what they did. Sent 5. Got to Josh. 3 sacks. He was pressured a lot more than that.
I watched the whole game, and it seems like every single down was a blitz. Whether it was a safety blitz, corner blitz, everything was a blitz. Blitz, 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 blitz. You take blitz, I take blitz. Everybody going to blitz. It was just blitz city for Josh, which, I mean, you got to keep him honest with the run. We just didn't do that. For your quarterback to have 109 yards rushing, and by the way, he hurt his foot. So I don't know what the status is in this week for him, but, it's not going to get it done. A lot of people complain, they were getting blown out 24-3, but you have to give credit where credit's due. They did adjust, and they outscored the Patriots the second half 24-3. So you could go both ways. The only thing that I didn't like was the last call in overtime, the last defensive call where, Edmonds got ragged on that drag crossing route, whatever you want to call it, that drag route. He wasn't ready, and all game, I don't know if he was watching, but all game his angles were horrible. I don't know what's going on with Edmonds, but he needs to get back to the elite form he was last year. He's just literally over pursuing. The angles are horrible, and that last play cost us the game. I mean, you could see, and to the GOAT's credit, I call him the GOAT. Okay, he did trick his eyes. He froze him up with his eyes. When I watched the play over and over, Edmund was following his eyes, and that's all it took. It took a split second, and it was a wrap. So credit to them for that play call because there was nobody there to in the secondary to stop it.
Our play calling in that overtime was kind of rough. Like I was like, "Are you serious?" It's like, come on, dude. It's just frustrating watching these games. It's getting frustrating because they're not doing what they should be doing, and you knew it was coming. You know they were going to pass the ball. I'm like, man, and I listen. The last play on third down in the end of the game was there holding? Yeah, there was holding. How did they not call it? It was pretty obvious. I mean, the guy
Oh,
pulling his shirt. It
that
was
was rough.
And there was a few times they did it, and there was no calls against them.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Like somebody had this on Twitter because I was trying to find it. But look at you got four refs,
All four of them.
4 refs looking at the play. Well, maybe not the second guy. I don't know, but they're all seeing him. He's falling, and his shirt's being pulled straight down. How's there no call?
Yeah.
Like it's just bad.
Did you have that first? Can you pull that first picture back up? The first one you had?
Yeah. This is not even from this one. This is a different one, I believe.
No, I know. Somebody it was like an NFL meme page, and I actually thought it was real. They said they fined Stephon Diggs $4,000 for having his jersey not tucked in. I started freaking out. Then I seen that it was just a fake meme page. So I was like, oh, okay. But look at that. I mean, he literally stopped him. He had him beat. There was like 3 calls like that. And right there where Josh was going to get the first, that PI right there in the end zone, right there before the end of regulation, we could have won the game.
It's a possibility.
So frustrating,
not saying we would have gotten in, but we would have had a good chance. We would have had another down maybe or something.
Absolutely.
At the 1 yard line or whatever it was. It's just frustrating that, it's frustrating that it happened, they didn't get a call. My thing is, it's like boxing to me. And when boxers go and they fight the whole fight and then they lose it by the judges, even though, everybody thinks that person should have won. I look at it as you should have never been in that position. You should have never left it up to the officials or the judges in boxing. They didn't play a good game. The first half was horrible. Straight out horrible. Second half, they adjusted, yes. But you're not going to win most of these games being a one-dimensional team. Everybody knows already, send 5 on the Bills. Everybody knows if you have a good running back, run the ball. No Trey White. I mean, Dane played pretty damn good. You can't really hate him. And by the way, the one pass interference, what was it, on third down against Wallace? That was a bad call. It was a bad call. Even Wallace had his hands up. Evans reaches over, grabs him, and pulls him, throws his hands up. They give him the call. Wallace never touched him. Evans pulled him onto him. It was just bad. Just 2 bad calls. Extended their drive, then they win the freaking game. It was rough. Just rough.
It was a rough game to watch. I mean, I literally I'm not gonna lie, like halftime I was already like, you call me, Jay, watch it. I was like, I'm done watching it. Mid-third quarter, my son calls me like, man, you better watch this game. I think they're gonna come back. So I literally from the second half, third quarter, I was so pissed off and so aggravated. I was mad, bro. I was mad because I wanted it to be more of a competitive game. I mean, it's the Super Bowl champions, you know what I mean, that we're playing against. That way we could gauge what happened, that New England game wasn't a fluke, that we're able to run the ball, we're able to pass now efficiently, we're able to stop the run. By the way, Star Lutulele's I'm so frustrated with him as a player, I mean, I know he couldn't get in there or whatever, but, that's our run stopper. Without your run stopper, and then we don't have a number 1 cornerback. It was just heartbreaking, man. Heartbreaking because now we literally have to win out. We went from the Super Bowl favorites to get to the Super Bowl to now we're lucky if we make the playoffs.
Yeah, and like we're going to play Carolina, and Carolina is not really that a walk through the park. They have
they got this past defense.
Yeah, they got a pretty tough defense. So they're going to be blitzing again. So we'll see. I mean, they gave up 113 yards to Leonard Fournette. Yep. Tom Brady had 16 yards. And Ronald Jones came in, added another 8.
Yeah.
Godwin 105, Evans 91. He spread the ball. Gronk 62 yards. It's just frustrating. Our defense really didn't play all that bad.
You
They
know,
didn't play all that great
the
though,
first half.
and they were on the field most of the time.
Yeah.
You can't blame them. I
You
mean,
know, a
they
lot of people. I've got a lot of messages. Oh, what happened? The Bills are almost a sub 500 par team, 7-6. One more loss, you'd be 500. But listen, if you see all the past games that we've lost literally by like one possession or last play of the game. Look at the Titans. Last play, 4th and 1, right down the goal line.
Mhm.
Jags, we had an opportunity to win the game. I was at that game. Lost by one time, less than a touchdown. Who else we lost to? The Patriots also last second deal, and with New England in overtime. So that's 4 games right there that had we went the other way, we'd be 11-3 or whatever we'd be right there. Correct? Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's
I mean, with that close, it reminded me of the Chargers of last year. Chargers had a lot of games that they lost. They're a good team, and I was kind of like weary to pick against them because all the games that they lost were literally by a touchdown or less. So
yeah,
we're there, right there. We're right there. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're happy with the moral victories and this and that." I mean, you gotta build on something. You gotta build on something, and hopefully, this deal, what happened with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I'm not one to really cry about the refs and this and that. We shouldn't have let the refs get in it. We should have just won handily, and we wouldn't have that problems. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But fortunately, that's not the case. So from here on out, we got Carolina Panthers, we got the Falcons, I believe, we have the Jets, and New England again. Those 4 games we have to win out, and if we win out, and New England, win out too in the division, we might take the division. That's the only chance we have. So
yeah. Well, at this point, I don't even care if we win the division.
I just want to make the playoffs, bro.
Exactly. You need to make the playoffs, and you pretty much need to win out. The race
If you
is
win out,
so
you win. We
close.
win the division. We'll make the play. We'll, as a
Oh yeah,
division league
you're
winner, you get the
definitely in.
playoff spot.
Yeah, you're definitely in. But right now, there's only 3 teams that are eliminated from the East, and that's the
Yep.
Jets, the Texans, and the Jaguars. I mean, the
Everybody's
AFC.
tight
Everybody else is still in the running.
in the
Everybody's
hunt.
pretty tight. Even now, you look the Dolphins are 6-7, and they are playing who they're playing. I forgot who it is, or a team they should beat. And I think it might be the Jets again. I'm not sure. So they could be seven and
Jets.
seven. I mean,
They play the Jets.
God forbid we lose, we're going to be tied with them. We just have the game in the hand because we beat them twice.
And you know what? The last time they lost,
Mm-hmm.
if you remember, was against the Buffalo Bills, and that I think one of the linemen came and had a little scuffle with Josh, and Josh did the little bye thing, like we're gonna see him next year.
Yeah.
And here goes somebody said fins up. Hey, since
Philip
that point,
Hair.
they've been 5-0 since that. So that might have been motivation from Josh Allen being, I don't like stuff like that. I don't like tease, taunting. I don't like crap like that. So, it is what it is.
This is Philip Hair.
Yes, sir. Oh, coach over here in Palm Coast, Florida. What's up, Phil? We used to coach and he's coaching high school football right now. Shout out to you, my brother. How you doing, Phil?
We might need him for offensive coordinator next year.
Yeah, we might need him. Hey, Phil, stand by. I'm gonna give you a call because we might need you for that's right, offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills, man. We just throw him a little Bill shirt. I shave him a little bit. He looks like Dave, nobody will know except his play caller probably better.
We want to get rid of freaking Dable. Thanks, thanks, Philip.
Thanks, man.
Real quick, I couldn't focus like I said today. Big news talking about coaches. Jaguars fired. What's his name? Urban Meyer. After only 13 games, I believe he had a 5-year deal, which is crazy. He's Phil's a defensive guy. Yep.
Yes, sir.
I'm more of a defensive guy. But you give me a Madden playbook from Madden, I think I could call some plays out there.
I'd rather have him call the plays. I know he'll run the ball. He's a defensive guy, but he knows me and him, we coach together. We'll run that ball down your throat. So there won't be no problem with us. But hey, that's what happens with Meyer kicking people around in practice and stuff. I don't know if you read about that.
Yeah,
either.
I was gonna say, only 13 games he's coached, 5-year deal, I believe it was. And then a story comes out in the Tampa Bay Times with former kicker Josh Lambo saying Meyer kicked him in practice in August. Now, did he kick him to show him how to kick a field goal because Lambo is missing him or what? Because did he really kick him hard? Did he just tap? I don't know, dude. Whatever. I guess this was what the straw that broke the camel's back. And
what happens, Will? What happens with that contract, that 5-year contract, even if he gets terminated
I think
within the first year? Do they have to honor that?
I think so. I believe
Wow.
so because I think the Bills had to pay Rex Ryan.
Ugh.
They still owe him a few years, so he was going to get paid $5 million plus whatever he made at ESPN.
Yeah.
So I guess Urban Meyer is going to do the same thing. Probably get,
Wow.
I think it was around $5 million a year, and not coach unless they had a clause in there or something.
Did they name the interim coach yet?
I believe it's their offensive coordinator. Forgot his name. Then I was reading something on the top possible heirs to get the job. Brian Dable wasn't even mentioned.
I think he's gonna have a hard time. Last year there were talks about him going over there to San Diego. I don't know. I know Frazier, our defensive coordinator, probably be a head coach next year. You know, he's doing a really good job defensively. So more than likely he'll probably be gone. I hope he stays, but
I'd rather keep Frazier than Dable. That's where I'm at.
What'd you say?
I said I'd rather keep Frazier than Dable.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You've been hard on Dable since the beginning, since last season when we did the show, and I was like, you know what? He kind of molded Josh with this offense that he's been running. They kind of gelled offensively, but now from the Chiefs game on up, where we don't run the ball, and in this league you have to run the ball to keep defenses honest. It's so one-dimensional. Look at the record, a 30-year drought to where on the first half of a game, there was not one run play called for a tailback, running back, fullback, whatever. It was just I think 36 or 37 consecutive passes for the first half. That's unheard of. I was shaking my head. I was like, this literally a 24-3 before halftime. And when they said that stat, all I did was this. All I did was shake my head like, wow, that's hard to believe, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, look at his roster. I think I could call some offense. I could call offense.
Absolutely.
Give me the playbook. I'm calling some offense. Sorry, Taiwan. You're good special teamer, but you'll probably be off my team. Even Matt Bray didn't even get the ball. The guy.
He's fumbling.
Yeah, I know. He's not in the doghouse, but Moss is. So I don't know. Happy birthday.
Something's going on in that locker room, man.
Huh?
Something's going on in that locker room. Did you see the kickoff return special teams? They had Stevenson back there, and they had two returning McKenzie's too. I mean, I like that setup better than what we had our safety last year. We had Micah Hyde fielding punts and kicks. That's our safety, guys. So you know something's effed up over there. Something's going on really, really bad to not have Isaiah back there. That's our best return guy.
Yeah. Well, that's because he fumbled and then he messed up 2 plays. You know, you mess up a few times, you're in the doghouse.
Yeah.
And he messed up against New England.
Micah Hyde, wouldn't you rather have like what's his name? Little blonde guy. I'm freaking so pissed off. Beasley, won't you have Cole doing some stuff like that? Wouldn't he fit the bill a little bit better? Or a guy with good hands?
Yeah,
we got a safety, bro. We got a strong safety.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't like that Hyde was back there. He has great hands. Yes, he could return.
Yeah, but he's a freaking safety. And he's a strong safety at that. He's not even a free safety. He's a strong safety.
You don't want him doing it.
No.
I get it. But no, if you have these guys, they should be out there. And like I said, Taiwan Jones is a returner. Why isn't he out there? Why you have Hyde out there? I don't know. There's some stuff that I'm starting to question when you're supposed to trust the process. I don't know about that.
Hey, man, I ain't going nowhere. I've been here since the early 90s. I've been through a lot of pain. This one, listen, this one stung pretty good because we came back. I was dejected. You know what? The Bills, if you're a true Bills fan like me and Will are, there's so many different ranges of emotion that is so difficult that you wouldn't comprehend unless you're a Bills fan, to where the first quarter, I'm like down like, wow, man, we're going to get our butts whooped. Second quarter is like, wow, I can't wait for this freaking game to be over. Now halftime, we score. We're like, hey man, maybe I will keep it a close. At least we keep it
Yeah.
within range. All of a sudden, before the fourth quarter ends, we're right there. We tied in overtime. We get the coin flip, and then we go 3 and out. It's like the same freaking Bills every single time. It just drives me bananas. I want the football guys to please shine on the Bills for the rest of the season, please.
Now
Football
let me
guys,
ask
please.
you a question. In overtime, if you're coaching, do you want the ball first?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, I'm
Yeah.
weird. I'm weird because if you
You're thinking more
score,
defensively. I'm thinking I want to go down the field and put them in a bind to where they're forced to score if we score. Or if it's sudden death, we score, we win. That's
yeah,
it.
that's
The wrap.
the only difference with the like NFLs because if you
Yeah,
score, you finish the game. Now, if you
that's it.
hold them
It's a
to a
wrap.
field goal, you get the ball back, and now you know you
Exactly.
need a touchdown, not just a field goal. So it's a
Yep.
little toss up to me because it depends who I'm playing. I guess against Brady, I want the ball first. Hopefully, I could score first.
Yeah.
I think it depends
You
on
always go for the points, bro. You always go for the points.
if I
Especially in overtime.
if I'm in college, I think I would defer first and be like, okay, I stopped into a
But
field goal,
hey,
and I know I
listen,
can win it with a
we
touchdown.
coulda, shoulda, woulda, but this is the NFL. This is what the Bills chose to do. They won the coin toss. We should have went down the field and won the game. Point
Last thing
blank,
on this,
period. Huh?
last thing on this to me is this, like you were saying, like listening to the game, the first part. I'm like, okay, they're playing no run, pass, pass, pass. Okay, Josh run, pass, pass. My frustration is okay.
The way
We're
you sound
losing.
exactly how it went down too.
And I said it last week. I said, yo, they're going to do this. They're going to blitz 5. They're going to run the ball with Fournette. They're going to. They did everything I was saying they were going to do. And I'm not a coach. I'm like, damn, man. And these professional coaches or whatever, they don't adjust to the game, which is driving me insane. And they're coming out and playing the same way. And
But
then
we
they
did
lose.
adjust. We did
Huh?
adjust. Hey, they outscored us 24-3 the first half. And we
Yeah, I'm
outscored them
saying.
24-3 the second half. There's one clip running around. I don't know if you saw it. I don't even know if it's against the Bills. But just to let you know the type of player Tom Brady is, when he snapped the ball and handed it to Leonard Fournette, as he handed it to him, he's like, cover 2. It's like, it's crazy, bro. The dude is a genius. I've seen some film on him talking with Belichick when he was in New England Patriots, making up his own plays, watching the defense. The dude, I got to give props where props is due, man. But Eli still owns him. I'm going to say that. Eli still owns him. I'm going to keep it at that. But the man is a beast. 44 years old. Hey, 44 years old, and he's running on us 15, 16 yards sliding. Come on,
Listen,
man. Come on, man.
I've said and I've argued that
You
Brady
ain't
was
got
the
nothing
best.
to say. You cover your face, but you ain't got nothing to say. The man ran 16
No,
yards, 10-yard clips.
no,
Come
that
on, man.
I'm fine with. I've called Brady
45 years old. He damn near my age.
after
Your
Brady
age.
after Brady won his first or second Super Bowl. I say he's the best quarterback of all time. My brother and I would go at it all the time about it. So I have nothing against that. I went like this when you said Manning owes him Eli. Eli didn't
And
owe
Eli
him. It was
got him.
that Giants
If not, he'd
defense.
have what? 8? He'd have 8 rings if it wasn't for
No, I
Eli.
know. It's that Giants defense that owned him.
That's true.
Traded the hell out of him and got to him. That's what it was. Not bum Eli. Guy looks like he has. I'm not going to say it. Let's move on. Lamar Jackson. He didn't practice today. He didn't finish the game last week. They're saying he's probably going to come down to the wire on Sunday if he plays because of a sprained ankle. That's big for them because they're in the playoff hunt as well. So who knows?
The dude that filled in for him would look just like him. I saw like some film. I was watching the game. I was like, man, Lamar's doing pretty good. I was like, oh shoot, that's not Lamar. So he did pretty good.
Yeah, he's not
He's
bad.
like his clone.
If he would have hit one of those last passes he had, they would have won that game.
Yes, sir.
Cleveland Browns, they're having issues
COVID
over
City.
there. 14 players with COVID. At one point, it was 18 players with COVID on the list. Actually, Washington football team, they have a whole bunch of people on the COVID test, COVID as well.
I think it's 100 total this week in NFL.
Yeah, it's insane this week. There's so many players.
Who's the quarterback for the Browns? I think it's like their third string quarterback, a quarterback
I
now.
think
Yeah.
I think they moved Baker up again, but then
Oh,
I think he's back. But then Case Keenum is on the list, so who knows? So anyway, they announced new protocols, so you have to wear mask again in the building, and then they kind of
Lord have
changed
mercy.
it that if they're out like in the bubble doing walkthroughs or practices, they don't need it. But if you're eating, like there's no groups of players or staff allowed to dine again, so it's now grab and go dine or whatever. Um, what was it? You have to wear masks indoors at team facilities and food service in team facilities. Grab and go model. They changed a whole bunch of things. League said that in-person meetings would not be allowed unless they are held outside or in the practice bubble large enough to allow distancing between them. Pretty much what they were kind of doing last year. Baker Mayfield lost his mind and clapped at them, saying actually caring about player safety would mean delaying the game with this continuing at the rate it is. But to say you won't test vaccinated players if they don't have symptoms, then to pull this randomly doesn't make sense to me, which kind of makes sense. We've been saying all year, like, half this crap makes no sense. He also
Yeah.
went on to say, where was this? Tell me if this makes sense. No test in the morning, then let our team gather for practice, then show up after practice to test them. Something seems off here. A lot of the stuff is just, I've been saying it all year. The way they're doing it makes no sense. And crazy to say, but these are the holidays. People are getting together, hanging out more. Everybody's more comfortable. So now you got this going. And then what's silly is like, if you're vaccinated, you don't get tested as often as people who aren't unvaccinated. And then if you're vaccinated and you have it, you still can spread it. So you're spreading it to these players, but nobody knows you have it because you're asymptomatic. But now 3 other people's got it because of you. But that doesn't matter because you're vaccinated. Salute.
What are you on your fourth? Like on your fourth one already?
No, this is my second. I should have 4 after our game. Uh, anyway, COVID's running rampant. Let's see what the NFL does. DeAndre Hopkins, he had to have knee surgery, so he's out for the rest of the regular season. Possibility he'll come back for the playoffs. Possible. We touched on it real quick. AFC playoff race. Only 3 teams eliminated. Jets, Texans, and Jaguars. Everybody else is still in it. The worst right now, sitting last, is the Dolphins, and they're 6-7. So everybody's either 6-7, 7-6.
Yeah, but you got to watch them. They're 5-0 since the Bills beat them.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everybody's still in the hunt in the AFC, except for 3 play teams. NFC playoff race, only 1 team has been eliminated, the Lions.
Wow.
Everybody else is in it, but it's
The
a lot
Lions
tougher.
already got eliminated. Damn.
It's a lot tougher. I think the Bears are the last ones, and I think they might be like 5 and whatever.
Next.
They would have
They're
to
like
run
next.
the table. Yeah, which is not happening. They'd have to run the table. People have to lose, and they're pretty much eliminated, but it's not done yet. Power rankings. ESPN. The Bucks 1,
Let
Cardinals
me guess.
2.
Let me guess what
Go ahead.
those are. I say, shit. We ain't even cracking the top 10 no more. We're probably like 11 or 12.
ESPN. Bucks 1, Cardinals 2, Packers 3, Chiefs 4, Patriots 5. Remember when we were in the top 5? Yeah. Bills, they actually have them ranked 9th, which I was surprised.
Oh, okay.
You want to take?
Oh, you were surprised too then. Okay, you're surprised too.
You want to take a crack at CBS where they have us?
Oh shit, we're 15.
All right, Packers 1, Buccaneers 2, Patriots 3, Cardinals 4, Chiefs 5th. Everybody's on the Chief bandwagon because they keep winning now. Bills 10th. Bleacher Report. These are the guys that smoke some la or something.
Yeah. So it's got to be worse than 10 then.
What do you think the Bills are at on the Bleacher
I'm going to stick between 10 and 15, bro. 12.
So far, you're 0 for 2. Bleacher Report, they have the Chiefs at number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Patriots at number 2.
So,
Packers 3, Bucks 4, and the Cardinals 5th. To me, which make no sense because the Packers are 10-3 or whatever. Yeah, 10-3. Bucks are 10-3. Cardinals are 10-3 or 11-3 or whatever. How do you have these teams behind the other two teams?
they're probably looking at that injury to DeAndre Hopkins and putting that in consideration and all
Yeah,
that
but
crap. You still got to play the game. You still
yeah,
got to play the damn game.
you have freaking the Packs, who beat the Cardinals, which is fine because they're in front of them. But
Yeah.
the Packers beat the Chiefs. How you got the Chiefs in front of them, and they have a better record?
What you didn't answer. What the Bills?
Oh, forgot. The Bills are like ranked 11th.
See, told you I was close. I was close.
Yeah. So we're out of the top 10.
Top 10.
Actually, in one of them. The other ones were at 9th and 10th.
You know what kind of sucked as a Bills fan? We were like, we're shooting for the home field advantage, playing in Buffalo, getting that first bye. And now we're just like, I hope we make the playoffs.
I mean, it still can happen. They have to win every game out.
Man.
Some people have to lose.
Be realistic, bro. Colts might beat the New England Patriots, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, that'll be coming up soon. Josh Allen, we talked about it. He has a toe injury. Supposedly, he said everything feels fine. Well, today he said it felt fine and it's feeling good. So we know he's going to be out there. He's going to play. They need him. They got to win. Unless his toe's hanging off his foot, it's not going to happen.
Cut it off. Be like Ronnie Lott. Just cut it off.
I don't know. I think you need that for your plant. I don't know. It might be a little different. It's not
Put a damn bionic toe on him. Who cares? You got to play.
His pinky toe. It's not his pinky toe.
It's his pinky toe?
It's not his pinky toe. I think it's his big toe. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Here we go.
Sucked.
So from this game, there was at least somebody posted there was 3 times he was held like this.
I don't even want to look at that anymore.
And none of them had calls. None of them had calls. So the Buffalo Bills fans, the Bills Mafia, Bills Nation,
40 G's.
They all got together and have donated over $40,000
for the blind. I'm gonna let you read
it. Buffalo Bills fans have donated to the charity for visually impaired after this past Monday's game. So far, it has reached over $40,000. Buffalo visual impairment. Can you believe that? When I saw that, I was dying. I was cracking up. Like, oh my God. Bills fans are crazy. But at least it's going to good charities, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Lost for words. 40 grand trying to help refs out. Legend of the game this week is going to be this guy, Scott Chandler.
Oh, man. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I guess the word legend is being thrown around.
Oh, wow. You cold, bro. Jeez. Man. I like Scott Chandler. He's all right.
No, I like Scott Chandler. I liked him. He wasn't a bad he was a travel man until he got to Buffalo and him and Fitzpatrick linked up. Fitzpatrick made him a household name or helped him become a household name. Then after his few years, I don't know if he was cut or let go, he signed with New England and you never really heard about him again. You know, he kind of fell off. But congrats to Scott Chandler for being the legend of the game.
You know the kind of like getting back to that Bucks game real quick. You know what really kind of like pissed me off was that interception that Josh had to what's his name? Dude that played for the 49ers in Seattle.
Oh, Sherman.
Oh, when I heard
that, I was like, come on.
It was like a gimme. It was like they just I was burning up. I was like, oh my God, not him again. Come on, really. That really was kind of like the tip of the iceberg for me right there in that game. I was like,
who is number 24?
Live another day. Huh?
Who's 24 on Tampa? That's not Antoine Winfield, right?
Junior? No, I don't think it's Junior. Antoine Winfield.
Oh, let
Oh
me
no,
see.
look him up real quick. I'll let you know right now.
I'm gonna have to find out because man, he was holding all damn day long. Holding. Was it Adams? Might be Adams.
It might have been Adams.
No, Adams is 26. So that
Carlton
just
Davis. That's who it was. It was Carlton
Carlton
Davis.
Davis
Yeah,
just drove me
Davis.
crazy. Holding so damn much.
Yeah.
No calls. Whatever. Let's get to our picks. Let's see how we go.
I don't even want to go. I don't want to know.
Tonight's game, there's no buys no more. That's it. Buys are done. Tonight's game, Chiefs 9-4, playing the 8-5 Chargers. Here we go. These are like playoff games right now, especially in the AFC. This is a possible playoff matchup later on down the line. Chiefs are giving up 3 points. Sad to say, I'm going to go with the Chiefs. And the only reason I'm going with the Chiefs is because the Chargers defense is like so sporadic. One day they're good, next day they stink. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Man, I don't like the Chiefs as much as I don't like the freaking New England Patriots. So Justin Herbert, I think if he's on fire tonight, it's a primetime game. If he lights it up, I'm gonna take the Chargers, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I'm just got that gut feeling. It's prime time. Chiefs just kind of they're running behind the defense, and I can't stand that dude over there that on the morning show, whatever his name is, with the long nose. He always talk crap. He's number. Anyway, I'm not even gonna get into it with him. I'm gonna take the Chargers 30 to
Morning show with the
27.
long nose. Who's that? That's the clown who picked against the Bills and did the bet or whatever?
Yeah, him. I can't stand him, bro.
I don't know. See, I don't know what show that is because I never watch it. But I
It's
know
with
who you're talking
Colin
about.
Cowherd and a couple other guys, and that they talk. And it's just he's like, I told you the Chiefs are gonna come back type, So I want him to lose so bad just because of him. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. I'm gonna take Justin Herbert. Hopefully, he lights it up tonight, and I'm gonna pick him like I said, 30 to 27 Chiefs.
All right. I'm over here. No, you mean you're taking the Chargers? I'm taking the
Oh,
Chiefs.
Chargers. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
hope the Chargers win, honestly, but I just don't think their defense is up to par. Now we got games coming towards the end of the season. We have Saturday games. 2 games on Saturday. First game, Raiders 6-7. Browns are 7-6. Raiders are actually giving a point because the Browns have been struck by COVID. What's kind of crazy here, I mean, the Raiders should win. But man, remember during the season, the Browns were missing almost their whole starting squad,
He still was
and
getting
they
the ball in.
still beat people.
Yeah.
I just don't know who the hell's going to be if what's his name is going to be the quarterback or not. It's like who is the quarterback? Just because of the whole COVID crap, I'm going to take the Raiders.
Yeah.
That's going to help their playoffs push, and that's going to hurt the Browns' playoff push. But they're
Yeah.
7-7, so that gives us a little playing room for us.
Yeah.
So I'll take the Raiders.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Too much shit going on with the COVID. I don't even know who the quarter. You're talking about Case Keenum. When I
He's not.
was reading, it might be the third string Nate or whatever the heck his name was. It
Yeah,
might
well,
be the starter.
Case is gone because what's his name? He has COVID-19 now.
Raiders 24-21. I think they're gonna keep it a little bit close. But they got so many COVID. I'm going with the Raiders 24-21.
Yeah,
I feel bad for the Browns, man. They're kind of like the Bills in a certain way, but
Nick Mullins.
Nate Mullins, that's
Yep.
Nate, yeah.
Nick. Why you changing his name?
I said Nate or Nick.
You said Nick. Nick Mullins. Nate Mullins, ex San Fran
7.4, okay? 7.4. I'm gonna blame it on this.
49ers. Nick Mullins is actually not a bad quarterback. He was a
Yeah,
quarterback
but
for
man,
the
he's way down the
49ers.
roster, bro. He hasn't played.
That might make me change my mind. I'm gonna stay with the bum Raiders. All right, Pats 9-4, Colts 7-6. the Colts. Is that right? Did I write this down right? Are actually giving up 2.5? Yeah, Indy's minus two and a
Wow.
half. What you got?
Ooh, this is a tight one, bro. I don't know. We didn't get to run against the Pats, so I don't know how their run defense been late as of late. They're a good, great defensive team. But if Jonathan Taylor runs loose on them like they did, they did on the Buffalo Bills, I think it'll be a wrap. And the Colts need this, bro.
Yeah,
The
I didn't
Colts
even
need
pick
this
the game.
really, really bad. I'm gonna roll with the Colts on this one, bro. But I think it's gonna be a mid to high scoring game. I say 28-24 Colts.
This is a game. See, I didn't even pick. Usually I pick first. See that? I blame the haze. It's supposed to fix the haze. It's giving me a little haze. All right. I'm gonna go with the Colts like you because I want the Colts to win. That's the reason why. This is just not even because this should be a good defensive game. There's gonna be a
I'm gonna watch
lot of
that game.
this
I'm
is gonna
watching
be
that game because we played the Colts last year in that first round. So
I have to work, so I might not be able to watch. Maybe I'll to watch a little, but this is going to be an old school game. There's going to be running. There's going to be some passing. There's going to be some good defense. And if Carson
and they're playing
Wentz,
at the Colts too. So
yeah, if Carson Wentz stays upright, I think they got a good chance to win this game. So I'm going to take the Colts. We both agree. Moving on. Now we're on Sunday. Cardinals 10-3, Lions 1-11-1. Cardinals are giving up 12.5 points.
whew,
Man, part of me wants to take the Lions to cover, just to cover. But I don't think that's going to happen. You got Murray back. You don't have DeAndre, but you got Murray. He has enough weapons over there. They should be able to put up 13 points on these guys. So I'm going to take the Cardinals.
yeah, man, this might be your week's parlay on this one. I don't know, man. I think the Cards
But the
by
Clowns
big
are here.
time, man. I think they cover. I say the Cards 30-17, man. That's the Lions just they're bad, man.
Okay. So, see, more clowns. That is, see, okay, I messed up over here. All right, the Jets 3-10 are playing the 6-7 Dolphins. Dolphins, you said what? Around a 5-0 run. I think they're gonna make it 6-0. Jets are just bad, so I'm thinking Dolphins couldn't cover the 9.5. What you got?
You think they'll cover?
Yeah.
I got the Fins, but I don't think they'll cover. I think the Jets, being it's a division game, I think they got a little bit of fight in them still. I think they're not gonna let their coach down. I think the Fins are gonna take it. I think it's gonna be a tight one. I got the Fins 24-21.
All right. Cowboys 9-4, giving up 10.5 points to the 4-9 Giants. Giants always seem to play them a little tougher. So I'm still going to take the Cowboys, give them 10.5. I don't care. I'm silly. Giants can't get nothing right. Or a clown show.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think the Giants are done. They're done for the season. They're done. I think they're gonna wrap it up. They're gonna roll over. I think it might be a blowout. I think Dallas is gonna come back and just put a shellacking on. I say 30-17, man. Dallas.
Well, if that happens, Giants will be eliminated. Goodbye.
Washington. I thought they were already eliminated. One of the teams that were eliminated from the NFC.
Only the Lions have been 100% eliminated.
Okay.
If the Giants went on a
So the
tear,
Giants are 99.9.9.9 until Saturday. That'll make it 100.
Till Sunday, yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Washington 6-7, almost had that comeback against the Cowboys. Play the 6-7 Eagles. Eagles are giving 9.5 points.
Oof.
Think the Eagles. I'm taking Washington.
Oof.
I don't know if Washington's going to win.
Oof.
Going to cover. I honestly think the Eagles will win, but don't cover. That's what I'm thinking.
That's a good call. That's a good call. I think Jalen Hurts supposed to come back. If that's the case, I'm going to take the Eagles. I'd say it's going to be kind of low-scoring game, maybe 21-17. I'm going to take the Eagles on that one, man.
Okay.
Is Heineke hurt? Is he going to start?
I don't know. I didn't even look.
I thought he was hurt last time I was looking at it. So if he don't start, it'll probably even be worse.
I told you I've been in
it's all good, man. That Buffalo loss will do that to you, bro. That's why you gotta.
That's it.
I'm down the shower.
Titans 9-4, Steelers 6-1. It's even money right now. My even money says take the Titans.
I don't know, man.
What?
I don't know. Pitt needs this one. They're still in the hunt. Where they playing at?
Pitt.
Yeah, I might have to roll the edge on this one, man. I think it's gonna be a tight one. I'm gonna go with Pitt. They're still in the playoff hunt. Ben's last year and all. I think it's gonna be electric over there in Pittsburgh, man. I think they're gonna have a little bit more momentum over there. I'm gonna pick. I'd say 28-26, 28-27, man. Close one. Pitt taking this one, bro.
Afuera, Big Ben. Afuera.
I know.
I just realized you've been shaving.
I haven't been shaving. I got it tight. It's tight.
Well, how long? When was the last time you
shaved?
Down,
see? I put a little bit of conditioner. Put a little bit of conditioner.
When's the last time you shaved?
I don't even know. Well, I trim these little baby hairs over here. I still can't grow a full beard, bro. Like you look like Sasquatch over there.
You probably shaved 3 weeks ago. And that's why we've been.
Anyway. You know what? I'm not shaving. I'm not shaving till the end of the season. We're going to win the last 4 games now.
All right. This is the toilet bowl this week. Texans 2-11. Jaguars 2-11. The Jaguars are actually giving up 4.5 points. I'm going to take the Jaguars because they fired Urban Meyer. So now the team doesn't have an excuse to blame him. And they're going to rally up and win this game and say, you see, it was all Urban's fault.
That's a good theory right there. That's a good theory. I might be with you. I think the Jags might take this one, but I think it's going to be like an ugly, grinded out game, even though the Jaguars don't really run that well either. But, man, I say the Jags going to win 17-10. I'll take the Jags.
This is another playoff team game right here. Battle of the Bees. Bengals 7-6. Broncos 7-6. The Broncos are actually giving up 2.5 points. I'm surprised that the Broncos are favorite here. I'm going to go with the Bengals, unless I'm missing something, unless somebody's hurt. I don't know. I really didn't look into it. But if the Bengals are healthy and the Broncos are healthy, I think the Bengals win this game. So that's why I'm taking them.
I don't know, man. This was a tough one because I know the Bengals lost, I think, the last 2 games, and Denver won the last 2 out of 3 games. So it's like kind of like a momentum shift in my mind. But if Joe Burrow could bring it, I might be with you. I might ride with the Bengals this time. They really need this game. I know the guys at the K&K show are probably freaking out about this game. What are the Bengals giving up? 2.5, 3 points or something like that? What'd you say?
Broncos are giving 2.5.
Broncos are giving up 2.
Bengals are the underdog.
Bengals are underdog. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I say 24-21, man. If Joe Burrow shows up and has a good game, I think they'll win it.
All right, so we agree on that one. Falcons 6-7, 49ers 7-6. Both are playing for playoff hopes. 49ers are -9.5. 49ers at home. I kind of like it. But I think the 49ers win this game, but don't cover. That's how I'm going.
Yeah, I want the 49ers to whip up on them pretty bad because we play them real soon, Atlanta. So I want them kind of like deject them and beat them down for the rest of the year. So, but I don't know about 9.5 though. I think it'll be a little bit closer now. I say Niners 24. Damn, Damn, man, this is a tough one. And Falcons, if they roll, if they play good, but they're away. They're going to Atlanta. They're going to San Fran, right?
I'm going to San Fran, yeah.
Yeah, I say 24-17 49ers.
All
They've been
right.
playing pretty good. You see that last game they played? They played all right in that overtime game.
I didn't. All right. Seattle 5-8. Rams 9-4. Rams are giving up 5.5. Seattle's defense is just not that good, even though they're a different team with Russell and Metcalf. I think is still banged up. So I'm going to take the Rams because they know they need to start winning and keep winning. So I'm going to take the Rams, giving up the 5.5.
Yeah, I like the Rams too, man. I think they're gonna take it. They beat Arizona pretty good, so I don't know how Russell is with his hand. I know he had that hand injury. Did he play? He did play, right?
You did play.
Did he play? How did he play? I didn't watch that game.
I didn't watch it either.
You know what? I'm going with my gut feeling. Hopefully, Russ Wilson comes back really good for them from that injury. But the way the Rams play against Arizona, I'm gonna take the Rams, and I say 27-24 Rams.
All right. Then the Rams just beat the Arizona Cardinals, so they're keeping that going.
They played them pretty good.
Yep. Packers 10-3. Ravens 8-5. No Lamar, no win. Packers should win this and keep their bid for numero uno, giving up 5.5.
You know what? I can't stand the Bucks now for what they did last week. I know the Saints beat them.
What?
In the
We're
beginning
talking
of the
about
season.
the Packers Ravens.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the freaking Saints Tampa Bay Bucks. Packers Ravens.
No, I said Packers, and I said no Lamar, no win. Did I?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I'm messing up.
No,
Packers
maybe it's me.
10-3. Ravens
Maybe
8-5.
Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's me. Anyway,
Who'd you pick?
I'm taking the Packers with no Lamar or possibly no Lamar. Packers.
I don't know, man. Pack's got the man. Just for that, I'm going with the Ravens. Even I like that clone. I like that Lamar Jackson clone if he doesn't play. He played pretty good, man. Mm-hmm. There was a run, 10-yard run, 14-yard run. I don't know if you saw it. The dude is nasty. If he can get in the rhythm throwing, huh?
He's not a bad quarterback. I forgot his name.
Nah, if he can get in the rhythm, I'm going to go with the Ravens 24-21. I'm gonna risk it because they're not going to kind of like practice for him and stuff. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the Ravens, even though I wasn't paying attention to you before, but I'm going with the Ravens. Green Bay do for the 10-3. They got to lose one. Make it interesting in the NFC.
Saints 6-7, trying to play for a playoff spot, are heading to Tampa to play the Bucks 10-3. Tampa's giving up 11 points. Saints are that team that love to play Tampa well, but I don't think it's going to happen this time with Taysom Hill. I'm sorry. He's not a gunslinger like Winston, so I'm going to take the Bucks. 11 points is kind of steep, but I'm still going to take the Bucks.
I think the Saints are going to win this one. Being said, like last year, what they do? They beat the Bucks twice and then lost in the playoffs. They already beat them this year, even though it was Taysom Hill. I don't know. They might take this one and then Bucks put the ass whipping on them in the playoffs again. I'm going to take the Saints in the close one, 24-21.
All right. Here we go. We have a few games where we are different on. Monday night, 6-7 Vikings playing for the Lions or playing for the 4-9 Bears, who are still in it. Unless after this game, they're going to be eliminated. So I'm going to take the Vikings, giving up 4.5 to smack up the Bears.
Yeah, take the points, man. But Vikings going to beat them. And they put a fork in Chicago. They're done. I got Vikings 27-17. They're done.
There you go, Kurt. All right. Buffalo Bills, 7-6. Playing the Carolina Panthers, who are 5-8. 7 meetings between the both of them. Bills lead 5-2. Bills are actually giving up 10.5 points. All right, let me look over here real quick on Buffalo Bills PR's Twitter page to see our little things where you say here. Points scored per game is 27.9 for the Bills. They average 19.8, which is 24th. We're ranked 6th. Points allowed. Our defense is still up there. 17.6. We're third. They average 21.7, which is eighth. A little stingy as well. Sacks, we have 23, which is tied for 28th. I might owe Vinny a shirt. They have 32, which is tied for 10th. So they'll get at it. So you know damn well they're going to be coming at Josh. Turnovers were +8. They're -8. Red zone. They're actually not bad. They're actually better than us. We're 58.9, which is 18th. They're 59.5, which is tied for 16th. Just a little bit better than us. Penalties, we have 89. They have 94. Both stink with that. Average yards per game, we're averaging 382, which is 8th. They're averaging 310, which is 27th. Opposing average yards per game, we're averaging 288.9. We're first. They're averaging 293.0. They are second. Average rushing yards per game, we average 121, pretty much all Josh Allen. They're averaging 29.
We shouldn't even have that stat for the Bills.
They're averaging 109.7. Huh?
Josh Allen and rushing Josh Allen. They should just have Josh Allen and like in parentheses rushing and passing like one combined stat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, where are we? Rushing yards. Okay, opposing rushing yards. We're giving up 109. They're giving up 115. They're a good defensive team. Averaging passing yards per game, we have 261. They have 200. So that's in our favor. Opposing average passing yards per game, we give up 179.5. They give up 177.7. They're first. We are second. This is not going to be a game that the Buffalo Bills are going to go out there and be able to pass the ball. So Brian Dable and McDermott, we're going to have to get together and talk about a game plan because this is a good defensive squad. This is a defensive squad that could get to the quarterback, and they really don't have to blitz that much to get to the quarterback. Yep. So if I'm Carolina Panthers, I'm blitzing. I'm sending 5. Hopefully they don't. And you know what gets on my nerves too? When we do run the ball, we run the ball out of a shotgun single back formation. You're ready, killing. Our offensive line is not all that great. You're just putting extra pressure on our running backs.
By the way, did you see
it's their fault?
Did you see the offensive line against the Tampa Bay Bucks? They look so small and manhandled. The offensive line needs a lot of work, man. I ain't gonna front. Offensive line, they just got out physical. They just got whooped, man.
This is our same offensive line from last year. Besides Mitch Morse and Spencer Brown, I guess, stepping up.
Yeah.
The line's been a little iffy. A lot iffy. So this is when you use a fullback to help block if you have to. Whether it be in the run game or in the pass game.
Is Reggie Gilliam even on the roster?
Yeah, he's on there. He's been practicing, I believe. Here's our injury report. Yep. So where is he? Yeah, he was on the roster. He was on the roster this week. He did make the last week. He did. He was in the game.
Go back to that. So Emmanuel Sanders did not practice due to his knee. So does that mean Gabriel Davis probably get more snaps?
Well, they were saying
that. Huh?
They were saying that being that Emmanuel Sanders, he might not play this week because he hasn't practiced because of his knee. Davis should get more ball.
Step it up. I love that kid. That kid is a baller. And hopefully Starlu Tulele's right there. Sito limited. Hopefully his big ass could get in there and start crackling. Stop running there. I've been pumping him up for 2 damn years. It's about time he show up when we freaking need him.
Yep, way better. And all I know is that the Bills better throw in some running game. Play more.
What's up? Wait. What's up with the walkthrough practices that they had? They didn't even have a full contact. They didn't have any practice but a walkthrough. Now, I don't know about you. You play ball in high school. I play ball in high school. If it's a walkthrough, somebody's ass is grass, bro.
Walkthrough was
walkthrough practice.
Saturday.
A
No,
walkthrough practice. When we used to do walkthrough practice, they literally show you how to tackle, like from like Pee Wee shit. Like, you know what? Come over here. Okay, you put your shoulder down. This is how you tap. A walkthrough practice, man. Come on now. The whole practice was a walkthrough practice.
Was pretty much our walkthrough practice was the night before the game, maybe. After.
Yeah, exactly. On a Thursday. Yeah, exactly.
And usually we still had regular practice earlier or some shit. Okay, the second half of practice will be a walkthrough. Like that.
What I'm saying is something that I wish I was a fly on the wall over there, having a walkthrough practice in an NFL team on a Wednesday.
You would think like your team is, unless everybody's hurt, or you think you're 11 and whatever 2 or 11 and 3, and we're now 7 and 6. So
now, who would have thought at this point in time we would be 7 and 6, bro?
Oh, hold on. I didn't even do my pick. Listen, I'm going to pick the Bills because the Bills need to win this game.
Oh, Bills that's right.
But the Bills are not covering 10.5.
I'm with you, bro. Number one pass defense. We're a passing team. They're coming ready. They start blitzing, showing different packages. Hey, if we at least at the very minimum, if we don't run the ball, if we at least do throw some little screens in here, we might have a chance to get the win. But if we start gunning it like we did against Tampa Bay, we might get some picks. We might be in trouble, bro. So with that being said, I would say the Bills are going to cover, their high scoring 31 points, 30 points. And I think Panthers will be right there, 24 points, 31, 30, 24. I'm going with the Bills. We need this game.
Don't forget, Cam's played against the Bills, so he knows these guys.
He almost beat us with New England.
He didn't tear us up or anything, but he knows he's almost beat us. If he didn't fumble that ball, he would have beat us. So he knows the Bills. It's not like it's a new team to him.
And that's another thing. We have another Josh Allen against us and Cam Newton. That dude will run the ball just like Josh.
Yeah, he can run.
So what do? Do we put a spy on him? Do we put a Milano on him? Do we put Edmonds on him as a spy? I mean, this guy's going to be dangerous too. And he killed us with New England.
I just saw this. What's it called? Chino chimed in. IPA. Yeah, it's IPA. Hayes Fix. It's a Sly Fox IPA. He said, "What's up, guys? What's up, Chino?
What's up, Chino?"
He's like, "Hate you, Will. Giants are done. F my life." Yeah. Sorry I didn't see it till now. Well, yeah, the Bills, they better strap on. Carolina's not going to make it easy. And if they lose this game, they might just lose the playoffs. They might not even make it. Go out there and win. Dude, if Brian Dable doesn't run the ball, I hope he's fired. I hope he's gone next year.
It's going to be ugly, bro. If we don't win this game, it's going to be heads are going to roll in Buffalo. So let's think positive. Buffalo Bill fans. Buffalo will.
Let's
luck to you. Let's keep it positive. All we got to do is win out the last 4 games. We might win the division. Right now, we're just praying for a playoff spot, and then everybody's back to square one. We go from there. So
that's right.
All we got to do is win.
That's it. Win. That's all you can do. Win, run the damn ball. On that note, adios, everybody. We got to go. Ran over.